kids.
Hey guys.
Hey everybody.
Are you ready for fun?
Huh?
We have an amazing package just for you. Akili. Ubongo.
Ubongo kids. Ubongo kids.
Big Minds.
Southeast Confusion. I am who I am.
Travelers.
I can travel to wherever I want.
Robocars. And Engine.
No more pollution, you know what I mean?
Oh, those little geniuses.
The Children's Corner. Saturday mornings this holiday season only on KBC.
That's right.
Say bye-bye to FOMO, the fear of missing out, by downloading the KBC Online app that gives you access to everything you love. Get the latest news, sport,
It's a class
music, entertainment news, live radio, and so much more at the palm of your hands. To get the app, simply search KBC Mobile Digital app in your Google Play or App Store and download the app. Catch what you want, anytime, anywhere. Stay connected. Stay ahead with KBC Mobile Digital app.
Good afternoon. This is KBC Lunchtime News. Thank you so much for joining us on this 22nd day of November 2024. Comprehensive bulletin that we have lined up for you, including the last day of the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. My name is Njue. Lucy Maura is my colleague on the bottom right of your screen, handling the sign language interpretation. Straight to the news. The month-long Kenya Secondary School examinations come to a close, with the Ministry of Education reporting a reduction in the number of cases of exam malpractice. Basic Education Principal Secretary Dr. Belio Kipsang, dispatching the final examination papers in the wee hours of Friday, attributed a reduction to extra security features in the exam papers and the establishment of a multi-agency team to monitor and detect cases of cheating. Begin our live coverage with that story.
Friday morning at the Westlands Deputy County Commissioner's office, education officials gathered to dispatch the final consignment of examination papers that marked the end of the Form 4 national examination. It is here that the Education Principal Secretary Dr. Belio Kipsang said they had safeguarded the integrity of the examination.
In the morning after distribution of examination papers, some people take a photograph. That's why we needed our colleagues in the ICT sector. Our colleagues at the Ministry of Interior and the security teams, we've needed them, and I can tell you this year, we have worked very closely, and any of the issues that came up were quickly preempted by our colleagues from the DCI.
The PA said the number of cases of exam cheating had reduced drastically, owing to enhanced security features and efforts by multi-agency team that managed to successfully infiltrate and block all online sites that were previously used to compromise the examinations.
This year, we also improved on the features of our exam papers, and they were personalized. Every paper was personalized to a candidate, and therefore any candidate who allowed their paper to be shared, then responsibility squarely falls to the student.
Kipsang also revealed a few cases of impersonation were reported in private schools within Nairobi County.
Really brought in a lot of expertise in preemptive cases of people who would have wanted to compromise the systems. But all said and done, I can say for sure, this year we have had quite a smooth run of the examination. And when you look at it across the country, other than I think in Nairobi there was 1 or 2 cases of people who tried to impersonate in private centers.
965,501 candidates sat for this year's examination, which was an increase of 66,048 students from 2023, where 899,453 candidates sat for the national examination.
Elsewhere, Regional Center on Small Arms member states have been challenged to bolster efforts to combat proliferation of small arms and light weapons. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi says the unregulated flow of illicit arms remains a thorn in the flesh for governments in their efforts to enhance regional peace and development within the Great Lakes region and the Horn of Africa. Mudavadi, who is also the Acting Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, spoke during the opening of the 15th Regional Center on Small Arms Technical Advisory Committee meeting in Nairobi. During the meeting, he also urged member states to fulfill their financial obligations promptly.
The overview of the security status highlights the devastating impact that unregulated flow of illicit small arms continues to have. Aligned to this are the objectives of the Nairobi Protocol, particularly Article 2, which calls for enhanced regional cooperation, information sharing, capacity building, and policy harmonization.
Kenya is nearing completion of its ambitious marking of firearms and ammunition. Within the National Police Service, we are at 98%. Within our Kenya Defense Forces, we are at 70%. And we have similarly collected in excess of 2,000 illicit firearms in the last 3 years. Over 300,000 illicit firearms across the member states have equally been destroyed since the establishment of REXA.
To the affordable housing project now, where a section of leaders has come out to condemn those poking holes in the affordable housing project, spearheaded by the Kenya Kwanza government. Speaking during the official launch of Binaa Hub in Nairobi, the leaders, led by National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, said the housing project is a game changer for sentiments echoed by Housing Secretary Said Athman, who lauded Binaa for rising to improve efficiency in the sector, which he said will help meet the housing demand of the country's growing population. Binaa is a first-hand and comprehensive hub for building and home finishing solutions.
And businesses like Binaa and all the other partners who are operating from this center have an opportunity to not just upscale their businesses, but they're also offering great opportunities to many young people. You've heard the owners of Binaa upscaling young people's skills, our fundis, and training them for fittings that they are also vending here. And therefore, the opportunities are many, and we want to encourage many other investors like Binaa and others to come and invest in the affordable housing sector because it's great for this country.
What we are witnessing here is a new product in which all services in construction are under one house. We are witnessing the first brand in the country which has decided to take all services, brand them, and put them under one house. This has not happened before in our country. So it's a new product that we welcome as government.
There is a high demand of having these products being spread all over the Kenyan market to make sure that all the users and all the house owners get a high quality products that are unique and they are of premium quality.
Moving on, teachers have been urged to take advantage of the long holidays to retool programs at recognized learning centers to improve their skills towards implementation of the CBC curriculum. Speaking during the launch of the competency-based education model at Gravity CBC Center, Kenya Private Schools Association chairperson in Embakasi Sub-County, Mary Olubahi, said there is need for teachers to familiarize themselves with the career pathways model in order to provide the best leadership possible for the learners. During the forum, calls were made for the government to open similar centers countrywide to make the CBC curriculum a reality.
As well as the other digital devices that we need to get so that we can make CBC easier to deliver.
Leo tumefunzwa, tukafunzika na tumefurahi sana kwa sababu tumeonyeshwa ya kwamba mambo ya CBC hayana umugumu au ugumu kama vile watu wamekuwa wakinena, na tukaonyeshwa tunaweza tekeleza mtaala wa CBC tukitumia vifaa vinavyopatikana katika eneo ambazo shule zetu siko.
They were here to know about what happens in CBC in terms of experiential learning and implementation part, and again to learn more about the pathways. You're talking about the STEM, the social sciences, and the art and sports. Which criteria and which guidelines are given out there by the relevant education stakeholders.
The youth have been challenged to venture into the hotel and hospitality industry to benefit from the partnership Kenya has with foreign investors who have largely ventured in the sector locally. Speaking during the graduation ceremony at Kenya Utalii College, Tourism Principal Secretary John Oloitua encouraged more Kenyans to join the industry, saying it is now marketable after the establishment of more Italian hotels at the Kenyan coast. Meanwhile, Kenya Utalii College has been lauded for embracing quality skills in the hospitality industry, which has opened employment opportunities to the Kenyan youth within the country and abroad.
The tourism sector plays a critical role in the creation of employment to our young people through our hotels, through our national parks, our game reserves, our tour operators, our tour guides, the air sector. Last week we just received the inaugural flight from Malaysia. We call it Air Asia, which will go a long way in attracting, enabling people to travel from there.
I've benefited from this masterclass Italian cuisine. We have exchanged ideas with Chef Luca. The students have been able to learn and get new ideas on the Italian cuisine, the use of the new ingredients in the market, and the use of technology in terms of food production.
And on a tragic note, 5 people have died in a fatal road accident this morning along the Karatina-Sagana route in Kirinyaga County. The accident is reported to have occurred after a trailer ferrying bags of maize en route to Sagana collided with 2 private vehicles headed towards Karatina. Those injured were rushed to hospital for medical attention. Investigations to ascertain the cause of the accident are underway.
Lori yenye ilikuwa imetoka pande ya Karatina ikielekea Nairobi imekuta gari mbili zilikuwa zinaendelea zikienda ikaigonga, na hapo ajali ikapatikana.
Ni wamefariki, ni wengine ni kama walikuwa kwa magari zao, mwingine hata ni kama alikuwa ameenda kazi juu alikuwa ni kama ako peke yake kwa gari, lakini ameaga tu.
Hii barabara tuangaliwe. Hii barabara imekuwa mbaya na imekuwa inamaliza watu wengi, na tungeomba serikali iangalie.
Now, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission is on the spot for allegedly colluding with certain individuals to sabotage efforts by civil society organizations who have filed a case at the East Africa Court in Arusha. They have cited a case involving Bunge la Mwananchi President Francis Awino, who they claim is being intimidated to withdraw a case he filed at the East African Court of Justice in Arusha, Tanzania, where he is seeking justice over lives lost during the Gen Z protest in June.
Zikionyeshana kuwa President Francis Onyango Awino ameshikwa na EACC. I want to get you back, and I want to tell the government, intimidation hakuna mahali itaenda. Bunge la Mwananchi is the only body yenye imebaki yenye inafaitia rights za common mwananchi.
Sisi tukachukua barabara ya kwenda wapi? Arusha. Na tukaenda Arusha, ukweli tukaweka nini? Tukaweka kesi. Bila tuliweka kesi, some watu wengine wakatujua na wakasema mkikosa fare, mkikosa maji ya kukunywa huko, tutakuwa tunaingia na at least tunawape shilingi kidogo, tongolo kidogo ya kufanya nini? Ya kukula kule. Vile aliingia, kumbe walikuwa na agenda tofauti. Na vile walikuwa na agenda tofauti, agenda yao wameshindwa kutimiza, kwa sababu sisi waliona ukweli tumefika baka huko. Washasema wanataka kuset 7 judge bench ya kusikiza hii kesi. Wakaona kweli hii kesi inaingia. Nao agenda yao ile walikuwa nakimbiza, wameona ni kama imeshindikana. Ndio wana set hizi mitego za kusema lazima tuwekea watu mitego ya kushika na mambo ya corruption, na wanatustaki kule ICC. Na wameongea na wale maaskari wa ICC.
Very well, at about a dozen minutes past the top of the hour, due for a fast break. But when we come back, I'll run you through a couple of more stories. Then we head to business and later on sports.
Are you thinking about your future? Saving through a registered retirement benefits plan offers amazing benefits that make a difference when it matters most. A registered retirement benefits plan allows you to save up to 20,000 shillings every month tax-free. An investment income from a pension scheme is tax-exempt, meaning your money grows even faster, especially when you add the compound interest. Your retirement benefits provide a basic, reasonable income after your working life, preventing old age poverty and offering contingency funds in cases of ill health, death, or other disruptions. It acts as a safety net upon loss of employment, like during the COVID-19 pandemic, and offers financial protection to your dependents. Plus, it can cover post-retirement medical costs, one of the biggest expenses for retirees. Secure your future and enjoy your retirement to the fullest with a registered pension plan. Plan today for a brighter tomorrow. For more information, visit our website www.rba.go.ke, call our toll-free line 0800-720-300 or email info@rba.go.ke. Secure your future. Secure your peace of mind. RBA, safeguarding your retirement benefits.
Tulikuwa tumekaa tu nyumbani na mama hapo tunatulia.
Mamako?
Mamako? Si mamangu, mazi yangu.
Nani?
Mazi yangu.
Mke nasikia umeoa mwisho ni mdogo kushinda huyo. Sasa tu ndio umemwondesha hiyo tabia.
I can do it. Hata wazazi. Kwa hivyo mimi nilikufa. Kwa maisha mtoto yangu. Are you single or married?
None of them. Business. Sasa hiyo inahusika wapi na hiyo?
Unaona hata huyu utapata hapo na mtoto kidogo.
Wewe.
Hiyo ndio shida.
Wewe toka.
Wewe heshimu koti.
Wewe usimtafutie bibi.
Heshimu koti. Wewe heshimu koti, heshimu koti.
Ngendo alikukubali amepata.
Kufika hapa ni nguvu zake. Nilijua
long as tu umeingia age fulani ya puberty, umeingia umekuwa tini, it's something that is going to affect you. And today we want to talk about purity.
So I'm a minister of the word, and as a young lady, you know, you can be invited somewhere to go and preach, and you know, someone is going to look at you and think like, huyu sasa pia anaweza preach kweli.
Nini unafikiria ina affect matini sana?
Secular music, or rather the content that young people are listening to, is what is really corrupting them. And that when you log into social media, you'll just find contents that are impure. So whatever you allow a kid to do or to listen to, it's something that, you know, it's gonna destroy or build their future.
kutupatia nafasi. Nishatrai sana, haijawezekana.
We may never get Alice back. Do you know that?
What? Magini aje. Cheki tupatane hapo kwa gates. Sai. Sawa.
Do you think I should bring some people here to watch over you and the house?
Blackie can still find me hata nikiwa na mapolisi 50 hapo.
Sometimes I just wish she was my daughter. I'm telling you, you'll be dead by now. The guy wants money. I have the money. Give me the location.
He also wants me there.
Why?
Hata mimi sijui.
Do not take a gun to that meeting. Be careful, we'll take her out there.
What do you mean, why?
I don't trust him and he's carrying a gun. Right inside.
They are the foot soldiers, bringing healthcare directly to their communities.
Tunaangalia kwa community, defaulters, immunizations, tuna treat minor illness.
The best performer CHPs we have are people who never went to class. If you go see their tab, they have captured a good number of clients.
Welcome back and many thanks for keeping it Channel 1. Moving on, security agents in the lakeside city of Kisumu have arrested 3 suspects in connection with over 2,000 liters of adulterated fuel. Deputy County Commissioner for Kisumu Central Bose Klangat, while confirming the arrest, said the illegal practice is causing massive losses to unsuspecting motorists as well as the government. He urged motorists to only fuel their vehicles at licensed filling stations to avoid falling victim to the vice.
Kwamba kuna mahali ambapo wanafanya siphoning of fuel na adulteration. Tumefika na tukapata. Kwa ukweli ni kwamba kuna mahali wanamwaga mafuta, malori inaingia, wanatoa kidogo, wanajaza. And kwa uhakika tumepata zaidi ya lita 2,000 ambapo ni about 2,000 ni diesel, kuna 40 liters ya petrol, alafu 20 liters ya mafuta ya taa ambayo inatumika kuchanganya na diesel. Kwa hivyo tumeshika washukiwa 3 na tunaendelea kusaka wengine. Hii inafanya maybe serikali ipoteze ushuru kwa sababu it is an illegal filling point.
Now, in what can only be described as stranger than fiction, police in Narok have arrested 2 individuals said to be Ugandan nationals suspected of conning residents. The duo, who operated under the name Dr. Mamatiba, are alleged to have conned residents. They possess black magic capabilities to command a swarm of bees to identify individuals who are reaping where they did not sow. The 2, including a 50-year-old woman and a middle-aged man, were nabbed after residents alerted police of sorcery-like activities. Take a look.
There was drama in Lenana Estate, Narok Town, after police officers raided a premise and arrested 2 individuals said to be Ugandan nationals who were self-proclaimed witch doctors with powers to use dark magic to cure ills in the society. During the raid, officers found strange paraphernalia in weaved baskets, water bottles and plastic containers. The items were said to be the tools of trade to perform rituals. Narok Central Police Boss John Momanyi, while displaying the paraphernalia outside Narok Central CAD offices, said police officers raided the premise after receiving complaints from the public about the presence of an alleged witch doctor who was causing disharmony among the residents.
Nina washauri wakaaji wa Narok wasiwe wanajipata katika mitego ya wakora kama hawa. Hawa ni wakora ambao wanatumia vitu kama hivi kuwalagai na kuwanyang'anya mali yao, pesa zao, wakiwaahidi ya kwamba wataweza kuwatibu na kuwawezesha kufanya mambo mengine ambayo hakuna ukweli wowote ambao umeweza kuthibitishwa.
According to witnesses, those who turn to the self-proclaimed witch doctor for help have been parting with up to 100,000 shillings in exchange for their services.
Kuna siku kuna pikipiki iliibiwa hapa Narok, kumbe sio kuibiwa. Ni ile watu walienda wakawekwa mute. Wakasema pikipiki imeibiwa na wafuasi wakaanza kufuata huyo mama. Kumbe ilikuwa ni biashara na watu wetu wamenyanyaswa kulingana na hiyo ujumbe.
Wanatumia kemikali kuweza kupaka wenzao, ni cartel. Na kijana wanapaka mafuta kwa mikono ama wanapaka kwa pikipiki ama wanafanya mali yote, wanapaka, wanaenda ground, wanapea nyuki inafuata hizo chemical, zikifuata wanaingia, kama ni mtaa, kama ni pikipiki wamesukuma, wanaingia mpaka town katikati, wana mobilize wananchi. Wakishafika hapo, kazi kubwa ile iko ni ya kufanya marketing ya hiyo biashara yao. Wamejianika picha zao hapa.
Joseph Ohungu for Lunchtime News.
All right, away from that, police are investigating the theft of over 200,000 shillings stolen from a local market in Maralal, Samburu County. CCTV footage from the supermarket show 3 armed robbers casually walking in the supermarket before looting from the cash box and exiting the crime scene. The trio are still at large.
Captured from the CCTV camera at Umbrella Supermarket in Maralal, Samburu County, gives evidence of the heist that appear to have been organized and executed with precision. 3 armed individuals are seen taking the cash from the cash box effortlessly before disappearing into the dark. Joel Saniwa, the store manager, narrates the ordeal of the fateful night.
Jana at around 7:30, watu watatu walikuja, wawili wakaingia kwa duka. Nikiwa tu nimetoka kwa kiti yangu kidogo. Then after wameingia, kulikuwa na mwenzangu alikuwa ameketi pale, akatolewa haraka, akasongeshwa kidogo. Wakatoa cash box pale, wakachukua pesa about 236,000.
The devastated businessman now wants the authority to hasten the investigation and bring the culprits to book.
Nilijaribu kuwafuata tena, naona mwenye akona bunduki anani point. So nikajaribu kubenda, akatoroka, ndio mimi nikafuata pikipiki. Sikuwapata. Nilienda, kumbe wameangusha pikipiki different, na nikakuja na hiyo pikipiki. Alafu baadaye nikapata hiyo pikipiki ni ya mtu mwingine.
Ningependa kuambia governor na securities waamke, wangangane kutafuta wezi. Juzi maduka 2 saizi zimefunjwa na hakuna kenye tumeona ikitendeka.
So mimi ningeomba sana serikali ishughulikie mambo ya usalama katika mtaa wa Maralal.
On his part, Samburu County Commissioner John Cheruiyot noted that investigations have commenced to unearth the identity of the culprits and bring them to book.
Investigation is still on. We still have some leads to arrest the rest of the culprits, the suspects. And I just want to assure the members of the public here in Maralal, in Samburu, that we are doing all that it takes to ensure that we arrest all of them.
He urged residents to collaborate with investigating body to arrest the trio. Opicho Chemtai for Lunchtime News.
Moving on, the International Justice Mission IJM has launched a special office to report sexual violence and child abuse cases in Gede, Kilifi County, in the war against such cases in the area. Speaking during the inauguration of the office, the Director General of International Justice Mission, Agre Juma, said that the special offices to be domiciled in some police stations will greatly help end stigmatization of victims. Kilifi County Police Commander Joseph Ongaye called on citizens to report cases of abuse against children and women without any fear. 115 cases of sexual abuse of children have been reported in Kilifi County since the beginning of this year.
Lumia waathiriwa wa masala ya jinsia.
Tukiwa jamii ya Wakenya, tuangalie mtoto huyu mwathiriwa. Tuianze tukiangalia kila mtu ambaye ako na utu katika dunia hii. Utaanza na mwathiriwa. Utaanza na huyo mtoto mdogo ambaye ameathirika.
And in business, Kenya needs to foster collaborations with tech startups in other African countries to help increase the local production of smartphones. Gala CEO Shiko Gitao, who was speaking during the culmination of Smartphones for Africa Summit in Nairobi, says high import tariffs and lack of local manufacturers are key reasons smartphones remain out of reach for half of Africa's population.
For us to be able to create economic of scale, we have to look at a strategy of East Africa, strategy of SADC, strategy of West Africa, so that we can create a one single market that can make economic viability of production of these smartphones.
Working as one continent, and I make jokes. Everybody says Africa is a country. Maybe we should actually be looking at ourselves as a country and as a single market, yeah? A single market of 1.4 billion people. Because when you look at India, they call themselves a country and it's 1.2 billion people. China is another big country. The US is one country. Why are we siloing ourselves across borders and making life expensive?
Elsewhere, innovative individuals and organizations shaping the future of IT will be celebrated at the Chief Information Officer CIO 100 Symposium and Awards 2024. The conference brings together players in the IT industry to discuss ways of propelling in the country's digital space by leveraging artificial intelligence, AI solutions. Nduta Mukame tells us more.
Past decade, digital transformation has radically altered how companies function, which has immensely contributed to providing value to customers. Adoption of artificial intelligence solutions has been slow, especially in Africa.
Africa is underrepresented in a lot of things, and AI is driven by data. So if we are underrepresented in the global data, it means that we will be underrepresented in terms of what capabilities AI can do with the data that is available for Africa or for Kenya or for wherever.
From this, innovators say emerging technologies such as AI have become crucial for driving growth and enhancing operational efficiency, hence the need to rally governments to streamline policies that will enable them to benefit from these solutions.
A lot of companies are now using data to actually make decision making. So we're seeing huge uptake of different technologies that are actually helping businesses to become better, to speak to their bottom line. You can't run away from AI. That's the bottom line.
The remarks emerged during the CIO Symposium, where leaders in the IT space converged to engage in discussions on transformative innovations within the digital space, leadership strategies, and actionable insights for the IT community. Nduta Mukame for Lunchtime News.
Let's now cross over to sports, where the FKF Premier League resumes this week after the international break. But unfortunately, the highly anticipated FKF Premier League Mashemeji Derby pitting AFC Leopards and Gor Mahia, set for this Sunday, has been postponed indefinitely. And according to Football Kenya Federation Leagues and Competitions Committee, the game was postponed due to lack of a safe venue for hosting the match, as both the Njue National Stadium and Kasarani Stadiums are closed for renovations ahead of the 2024 Africa Nations Championship and 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. The Mashemeji Derby is viewed as high-risk match due to the long-standing rivalry between the two teams, which have a fanatical following. The other FKF Premier League matches will go on as scheduled, with City Stars at home to Tusker FC tomorrow, while Kakamega Homeboys will play Bandari. Muranga Seals will face Shabana, while Posta Rangers will take on Mathare United. And further afield, Bayern Munich and Arsenal have both qualified for the UEFA Women's Champions League with 2 games to spare after Bayern Munich drew 1-1 with Valerenka, while Arsenal beat Juventus 1-0 in Group C. In other matches, Manchester City beat Hammarby 2-1 as Barcelona thrashed St. Pölten 4-1 in Group D to book a place in the quarterfinals too. Very well, that marks the end of our bulletin this Friday afternoon. Many thanks for making time. My name is Njue. Lucy Mwaura has been my colleague on the sign language interpretation. Do have yourself a blessed weekend ahead.